Hello, hello. My name is Edis. This is the Public Views, where we, the public, we view things that are going on, prices, cost of living, etc. And then we talk about it. Today, we're talking about cars. You gotta have one. You're basically handicapped in this society without one, and the costs are a little bit pricey, or a little more, depending on what you're trying to get. But today, let's just jump right in. We're gonna take a look at some cars together. And then we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you my opinion, what I think is doable, if it's overpriced or not. And then I'm sure someone in the comments is going to definitely disagree with me, but that's okay. All right, let's get into it. We're on Carvana. Man, Shaq is everywhere. Look at this guy. This dude must be a billionaire for sure. He's everywhere. Everywhere you look, there is Shaq. Now he's selling us cars. All right, so I'm in the Detroit area. Let's look for cars under 30,000. Let's just, we're not going to be buying brand new cars. We're just trying to take a little look-see what they got out here for us. What is this? 2023 GMC Acadia, 28 grand. $513 a month. How many miles? 26,000. That's a lot, man. Listen, if you're going to be financing a car, just expect to get screwed. That's what happened to me about 6-7 years ago. See, I was jumping around car to car, buying the whoopties, $3,000 to $4,000, just something to get me to and from work. Didn't have enough money, was against the car payment, but eventually I had to give it. And after 3-4 vehicles took a shit on me, I'm talking, you pay 3-4 grand for the car, you put another 3-4 grand into it over the next few months, and then a big repair comes, a transmission, something wrong with the head gasket, this, that. It's time to let her go. So you just scrap that sucker for $200, and I'm back in the market looking for another car. And I did that for years, flat out for years. I remember my car was not starting, and I was getting so annoying to the neighbors asking for jumps that I literally saw people leaving later for work because I was outside trying to start my car just so I don't ask them. It got to there. And after a while, I was just fed up. I was like, you know what? I'm going to the dealership. My credit's not great. I don't make a lot of money, but I'm going to go get a reliable car, right? So I pull up at the dealership, decided to splurge on a Kia Forte. Baller. So Kia Forte can't be much, right? I'm like, I want a new one. Give me a new Kia. I'm done with the repairs. I want a Kia. No problem, sir. Step over here into my office. Dumbass. That's probably what he was thinking. He saw I was young. He saw I was desperate. I went in there, got hit with a 21% interest rate. Yes, 21. Would I ever do that today? Hell no. But at that time, I needed a car. I was going to lose my job. My whoopty just took a shit on me again for the third time. And I was just desperate. He could have told me 200% interest rate. I probably would have signed with my dumb ass. Like, I just needed a car that bad. Payment $520 a month. The vehicle brand new was like 18,000. By the time I paid it off, I had paid close to 30. No, I did. I paid $38,000 for that car over the course of 5 years. So basically, I bought myself a car and I bought the bank a car. That's the spot that millions of people are being put in. It's messed up, man. It's messed up. That payment was killing me for a long time. $520 a month, $520 a month. That's without insurance. And then my insurance was high as hell because I live in Detroit, not the greatest area. So I'm paying like $350 for insurance, $520 for the car. I'm at close to $900 monthly for this freaking Kia Forte, bro. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And unfortunately, that was probably the dumbest financial move I've ever made. I still hate myself for that, but hey, it's in the past. Kia's still running good. 8 years later, we're good. So there's that. So 2020 Ram, 28 grand, 70,000 miles on it. Zero cash down, of course. Everything is zero cash down, and then they get you. And then they get you. That's usually how that works. Man, all these cars, like 20 grand isn't a little bit of money. You have a lot of people that go and they do the zero cash down because they have zero cash, or maybe they can come up with 1,000 or two. But you're putting yourself in a big hole buying these cars, man. And they're used. We're looking at used vehicles, mind you. Who knows what's going on? How much the dealership, you know, duct tape these boys together to sell them to you. You don't really know. You just get in there and you hope for the best. Like, oh, I like this color. Yeah, drive nice. I would go up down the street. Very good. Sign me up. And then screw me for 5-6 years. Anyway. All right. Seriously, let's look. All right. 2025 Chevy, 24,430 a month. Okay. Tesla, 24 grand. I don't know much about cars, man. Honestly, like, I just know I need to get to where I'm going. And then every time I walk into the mechanic shop, as soon as he starts asking me questions and I don't know what the hell a part is called, I just feel like he just knows he's about to get my ass. Once a mechanic sees that you don't know anything, you're getting screwed, bro. So you got to brush up on a little bit of lingo before you go in there. Look, I know where the carbonation of the flickeration is. It's right there. You know? You're not going to get me, buddy. You're not going to get me. I love how they're just trying to sell us like the most expensive shit. I just put under $30,000, and of course it's just right under $30,000 they're going to show us. Where are the $10,000 cars? There's got to be some of those. 20 grand, 20 grand, 25, 30. Shaq approval. Shaq likes these cars. Shaq's probably driving an extended Rolls Royce. I'm over here looking at a Toyota Camry for $24,000 used with 40,000 miles. I mean, I guess Toyotas are good though, right? From everything I've heard, they last a long time. Don't have that many problems with them as other cars. From what I've heard, I don't know. GMC Acadia. SUVs are more expensive to fix up, that's for sure. Got to remember that. The upkeep on them, maintenance, all that. A little bit more pricey. Pickup trucks. I don't understand people that buy these pickup trucks and they do no type of physical labor. They're not loading anything. They're not using it. They might throw a picnic table for a family get together in the summer in the back one time, and you're driving a pickup truck. I don't get it. Now, if you're a contractor and you need a pickup truck, totally understand. These cars ain't it, bro. Too high. This is too high. Let me go to my price range. Payment price. We're looking like, yeah, 6 to let's do 6 to 16. Okay. What we got? 2015. I think that's as low as I would go on a used car, honestly. You don't want a car more than 10 years old. But still, man, for Acura, a Hyundai, 15 grand for a 10-year-old car. That's crazy, and you're probably going to end up paying close to 20 after everything's said and done. Crazy. Jeep Cherokees, those have a lot of issues too. 86,000 miles, 16 grand. Pass. Look at this 2017 Ford Fusion, 80,000 miles on it. I feel like if prices were normal, this would be like a $4,000 or $5,000 car right here. That just tells you how much everything is overpriced right now. And the prices are lower than they were, like, let's say in the summertime, you know, or beginning of last year. Prices have gotten lower, but it's still so much, man. And then they always get us with the insurance, registration. There's always added costs with the car. Volkswagen. Now, Volkswagen is a good car, bro. I don't care what you say. I'm from Europe. I know a lot of people with Volkswagens, and they're good cars, bro. I know people that have had their same Volkswagen for 25, 30 years. That boy is still running. 46,000 miles. That's not bad, bro. That's not bad. I would consider this car right here. 15 grand, 45,000 miles on it. Not too bad. Ooh, Chevrolet Equinox. I wouldn't take it if it was 3,000. 85,000 miles. Please get out of here. Get out of here. What else we got? Buicks. Those are junk. Ain't doing that. Here goes a 2019 Volkswagen. It does have close to 70 on it, but it's 15 grand. This is nice. Not bad. Let's take a look at this one. I might mess around and buy a car because of this video. No, probably not. Okay, okay. Let us see the inside. Looks clean, looks clean. Okay. No cigarette burns in the seats. Damn, they'll show you the Carfax. Here it is, Carfax. No reported accidents. That's good. Single owner. That's good. Maybe if you can negotiate this thing down to like 14 grand out the door. Again, this is taking into consideration that you got some money. If not, this car is going to cost you at least 20. You're going to be paying over 5 years. Miss a couple payments and the repo man is at your door. That Volkswagen's not bad for 15. Okay. Now it's about to just show me a whole bunch of Volkswagens, right? Because I clicked on one. All right. 2020 Nissan, 14 grand, 104,000 miles. We're going to pass on that. Mazda. I had a Mazda. That was probably the longest that one of my used $3,000-$4,000 cars lasted. It was a Mazda MVP. It was one of those, soccer mom vans. But hey, I didn't care, man. I'm married. I got 2 kids. I'm not trying to impress anybody, especially at that time. I was just surviving paycheck to paycheck. I just needed something to go to work. And that Mazda served me good, man. The thing lasted almost a year, and then the transmission blew and I couldn't go in reverse. So I drove like that for about another 3 months before I was completely screwed. That was fun. You ever just pull up into a store that you can't go forward, and you get into the car and you just remember you can't go in reverse and you have to get out and push it in reverse? Not fun. That's why a lot of people that sign me up. I'm not trying to do that again. You know what? Let's drop this price even more. Let's drop this price even more. We're going to go to $8,000. Okay? That's our maximum. 6 to 8. Let's go. See if we can find any good deals for 8. Yeah, all these cars are going to be more than 10 years old, right? Of course. Dang. 6 cars was our entire option. 100-mile range from Detroit. We have 6 cars available under 8 grand. Jeez. All right, I guess that's too low. Let's do 10. 142 cars. Okay, we got some options now at least. 10 grand Nissan Versa. 115,000 miles, 2018. See, if this was a Toyota, I would say maybe that's a good deal. Let's see if we can find any Toyotas in that range that don't look horrible. Any Toyotas? Not seeing them. Hyundai. Look at this beaut right here. 2011 Mini Cooper. Oh yeah, getting all the punana with this. 2013 Ford Escape, 125 on it. That thing is about 10,000 miles away from a new transmission. I would not pay 10 grand for that car. Ford, I got to skip on. I'm sorry. Goes a Volkswagen. Again, not bad. 10 grand, 95,000 miles. Not great either, for sure. But not horrible. I'd rather take this over a Ford any day. For sure. Nissan Rogue. My dad got one of these. That thing got like 200,000 on it, still running beautifully. 2013, 115,000 miles, 10 grand. These cars are still, they're still all overpriced, man. This should be like a $4,000 or $5,000 car. If this was 2010, this same car would be like 4 grand for sure. 12 years old, yeah, man, like 4 or 5 grand. But welcome to 2025, where everything is at least double. Your rent, your mortgage, your insurance, food, all that good stuff is at least 100% more than it was in 2010. A Ford Fiesta, geez, you couldn't pay me to drive one of these things. 2013 Volkswagen. This is nice, bro. 90,000 miles, 9,000 up, purchase in progress. Yep, somebody knows. Somebody out there knows what's good. Can't even see it. You guys aren't gonna let me see it. Oh, so they're showing me other ones. Okay. Recent 12 grand, 86. See if I can get this car for like 9 grand. I would be happy. Probably not gonna get it for that low though. Okay, let's take a look at this boy. Okay. Don't look too bad. Get a key with it as well. That's important. Oh, we got a sunroof too. Volkswagen. Telling you, man. These VWs are pretty sick. A little stain. A little poo-poo stain. Okay, not bad. 12 grand. See, like, a car like this, I feel like if you take care of it, it's going to last you at least another 10 years. This thing has 85,000 miles on it. It's a Volkswagen. Your monthly payment would be around 224. So even if you're not going to buy it outright, it's not as bad as paying $500, $600, $1,000 a month like some of these people are paying on these new pickups. Not that bad. So it's still possible to get a car out here, okay? It's still possible. But you got to be smart, man. You don't want to be locked into a Kia Forte for 5-6 years, and you know you're buying a bank another car just to be able to purchase your own. So you got to be smart, shop around. If you can drive a whoopty until you fix up your credit a little bit, and then go in there. If you don't have, but obviously recommended is cash in hand. Cash talks. You might be able to get this car for 8 grand if you could just put 8 grand on the table and say, here it is. That's all I got, man. I can maybe come up with another $200. That's the most 8,200. That's as high as I can go. They'll probably get rid of that thing. Don't put yourself in a predicament where the repo man is showing up. I live right here next to Detroit. I see it all the time, man. People are getting repoed left and right. Nice car one week, no car next week. That's how it goes. You lose your job, you come up on some hard times, and your payment's $1,000 a month. You're in some trouble. You're in big trouble. But look at all these cars, man. All these cars are $0 down. You don't need no money. Just come on in, buddy. Come on in. Would you like a coffee and some cookies while you wait? Crazy. Shaq approves. Shaq got paid. He approves. 0 cash down. Just get up in here. Sign your life over right here on this dotted line. And no worries. You'll figure it out. I guess you can find some deals kind of sort of out here. But man, if you're buying a new car, first of all, they don't make cars as good as they used to. I got a buddy, got a brand new pickup truck. The thing was like 60 grand. That thing has been in the shop like 5 times over the last year. It's a year old. Brand new truck, expensive as hell. Always something wrong with it. This sensor, that sensor, fuel injector, something's always going on with it. They don't make the cars as good as they used to. The prices are crazy, and you're going to be signing your life over with high interest if you want to get in one. And like I said, if you get in any kind of financial, like maybe you can afford it now, right? Maybe you're good. It seems like a reasonable thing to do. But what if you lose your job? What if you break your leg? They don't care. You still got 4 years and 11 months on that loan. You got to pay it, or they're going to repo it, ruin your credit, and now you're without a car. All this stuff you got to take into account, man. I'm telling you. Don't be me paying 21% on a freaking Kia Forte. Don't do that. I learned my lesson. 100% I will not have another car payment ever again. I don't care how nice the car is, how low the interest is. I'm not getting into more debt for a vehicle. I already have money put aside. When this Kia takes a shit on me, I'm just going to go and buy a different car. 8, 10 grand, something like that. I got a mechanic friend. He's going to come with me, check everything out, buy something reasonable. But those large ass payments, I'm done with. Can't do it. I know I'm not the only dummy that's paid high interest on a car. If you guys aren't too embarrassed, go ahead, drop it down below. Let me know how much interest you paid. Might not be 21% like my dumb ass did, but I know people are getting screwed left and right. I'm not the only one. Don't be ashamed. Share with the community. This is public views. We all share here, okay? So let me know how bad you got screwed. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one.